We are back. Uh, Maximum Football 2020 version. The final one. The release that I own. I don't know if there's any more. And first big issue I have already with this game is the music is very loud. So that's a bit interesting. We have some different teams, it looks like. I think San Antonio could be very fun. And I'm looking for another team that doesn't really have a team in real life. The Birmingham Mustangs, that's possible. I think that's where I'm gonna go. San Antonio versus Birmingham. So, the big issue I've seen so far is, or I shouldn't say it's much of an issue. There doesn't appear to be anything new compared to last time I played. Obviously, in the transition from 2018 to 2019, they added a college dynasty mode. I don't see that in this. But a big issue is the volume already. Heads. Let's go. The big issue is the volume is so loud. And there does not appear to be a solution to that. In case you're curious on how we're doing this, same thing's going to go for the other two, giving it its fair respective shot. We're going to have 2 drives on offense, 2 drives on defense. And, well, that's a good start. Okay, so a new thing I just saw. I was holding L1 that whole time. Because that used to be the sprint button. It's no longer the sprint button, it looks like. So now I'm going to have to figure out the controls all over again. I'll figure it out eventually. If I had to take a guess, I'd say the sprint button is probably going to be R2. I don't know why it never was. I believe it started out as, what was it, X? And then transitioned to L1. So, some very interesting buttons for the controls. L1, it appears, is to switch player in the midst of a play, which it used to be circle during a play, and before the play it was L1 and R1. So it does say now in the top right as well how to switch. That is a big up in my opinion. It now shows you the defensive side of the ball. Ooh, I almost quit the game. So that's something I really like, is now you can see kind of some of the defensive controls. It sucks that you're not able to see stuff like interception or attempt to intercept, which if I had to take a guess, it's probably triangle. But I have no idea. It also appears that the computers don't really do a whole lot. Like, if I'm trying to intercept the pass, it looks like I'm going to manually have to switch to the person who's playing the coverage. As you can see there, just nothing. But so far, I'd say this is honestly the same exact rating I would have gave the other one. 2019. Because there are some things better and there are some things worse. Like, the big concern right now is the volume. This is way too loud for me to not give me an option to turn it down. I don't know what sprint is. I just pressed R2 and I just stopped, so I'm guessing that's not what sprint is. If I had to take a random guess. That now, unfortunately, gives me absolutely no idea, unless if they referred back to X. Oh, I read that play wrong. I thought he was supposed to cut inside. Ooh. So... it also sucks that it doesn't appear to be a pre-play. R2 is the sprint. You gotta catch that, man. So, alright. I'd say this game feels very similar compared to the other one. And because of that, I'd say it's honestly probably worse because I would have preferred them to make more changes. You sold it. Like, there are a few things different. There are different teams, but it doesn't look like they added teams. What I think would have been cool is if they just added on to their old game. Instead of trying to revamp it and make it something brand new with new teams, they should have just kept the old teams while adding more teams. They, as you can tell, didn't do it. I'm not counting my kick return as an offensive drive, by the way. So, in case you're curious about that. But, yeah, from what it looks like so far, this game isn't too different compared to the other games. It really makes me feel like they kind of just saw success in my... I don't know how Maximum Football did, by the way. Obviously, I don't think they make them anymore. I think the game kind of died out, which sucks. Okay, now it looks like R2 is a sprint button. I have no idea. They're going to rule that incomplete. Oh no, they're going to say he caught it. Okay. But I feel like they no longer make it. And I feel like it's because 2018 was fine. That's your first one. Use it to get whatever knowledge you need to. But then, go ahead. 2019. Oh, I didn't mean to pick a play there. You make a great game, in my opinion. And honestly, the only reason I had it at a 6 is because I was expecting 2020 to be such a big jump. So honestly, I think I'm gonna bump 2019 up to probably an 8. And bump this round down to like probably a 6.5. Because the changes they made, I feel like are like the negative. They're negative, all right, and positive. But I feel like the negatives outweigh the positive. Like this volume is way too loud, with no way to change it. And the only thing I see, I feel like adding new teams was a weird idea. I don't see the need into doing that. Because what I'm noticing, and I said it, instead of trying to take an approach like Madden, where just kind of add on to their old games, it seems like they just try to repeat the success that they got with 2019 and make a whole new one, and I feel like people weren't really asking for that. I feel like people were comfortable with 2019, but they would have preferred to have, you know, it be added on to. And they just didn't do that. They just kind of redid the game to the point where it's the same game, but with different teams is what it feels like. They didn't add any new modes. They didn't like change anything drastic. They maybe added more plays, but honestly, I don't think they needed more plays. So, in my opinion, it's a very... No. Oh, I am stupid. I'm calling the same plays. I'm supposed to be calling L1 and R1 to change. I'm over here trying to, like, look through different plays, and I realized I was pressing the wrong button because all the plays look the exact same, just reversed. And that's because I was rotating it. So that's what I think this game really lacks with, is how they just kind of stuck with what they had, and that's not what people are looking for from a company. They're looking for something new, and they didn't give anything new. They just essentially copy-pasted the old game, but added different teams. To the point where this does not, like, I could have just played 2019 if I wanted to. Wow, they call them pass interference? Or, what is it? Up in the passer? See, I don't know what that was. He just did a little stutter step thing. But I think this game has potential. And maybe... And I'm gonna say this because I feel like I haven't addressed it. I am not going through the different modes they have. Why is he doing that? Is that not how you... Is it X or something? I don't know. The big thing is... They could have changed the spring training, the season mode, the college dynasty. They could have changed that. But that's not what I'm playing with. What was that? Alright. I think that's probably going to do it. Unless, because I'm going to go for it, obviously. I'm trying to get the most out of this game as I possibly can. 5 verts, that sounds like a fun play. Honestly, whoever's the outside receiver might be open. We're going to throw it up to him. Okay. So, like, they didn't change anything with those. Like, the icons are the exact same. And I feel like that's an issue. So what I'm going to say is, I'm not checking out these modes. I'm going off of the base raw game. And from what I've seen, it's the same exact thing, but with different teams, louder audio, which I do not like. I can understand maybe why they didn't make it feel more immersive, like you're in a stadium, but that doesn't explain why this music right here is so loud. And they added, like, it shows you how to switch between players on defense. That's not enough to change it, and I'm going to drop points for that because compared to 2019, it's the same game. So if I already own 2019, say I play this game from day one, I'm going to be very disappointed with 2020 compared to 2019 because it's the same exact game. So because of that, that's going to be my rating. I'm going to say it's the final ranking. A 2 for Madden 18. It was a horrible game. I'm going to just get it out of the way. Horrible. 2019 with an 8. Might be a bit generous. Might be more of like a 7.5, but I'm going to go 8. I really enjoyed Madden, or Maximum Football 2019. And then Maximum Football 2020, I'm going to go 6.5 because it's the exact same thing as 2019. You're charging money for a copy-paste, essentially. Like, at that point, just don't make a new one. So, that's my rankings. I hope you enjoyed. I did. I'll see you guys next time, which will be for prediction. And a quick thing, if you're watching, wanting to hear about how the YouTube stuff's gonna work with the seasons rolling around, we're gonna do Bears franchise kind of whenever I feel like it. And then once Bears franchise is over, we're gonna move to Browns franchise on Madden 24 when the Week 1 rosters are out on Madden. Not when the game comes out, when the Week 1 rosters are out. So that's how it's going to be. Power rankings are going to be on Tuesday, like always. Predictions are going to be on Wednesday. I'm not doing power rankings for the preseason. I'll do predictions for the preseason. I'm not doing power rankings. If you want to watch that, go ahead. I will always upload on YouTube first, because I said I'm going to do 2 types of videos this year, for this season. There's going to be a shortened video, and there's going to be the normal long video where I go in depth. If you want to watch the short videos, you can watch that. They're going to be on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok. I am branching out. We're also going to be posting on TikTok. And you'll only be able to watch the long videos on YouTube. So, and that's why I'm also posting on YouTube for YouTube Shorts, in case you don't have TikTok. You'll be able to still watch the shortened videos. Because maybe you don't want to watch the in-depth videos. That's fine. So that's how it's going to be. They're both going to be on, the short videos are going to be both on YouTube and TikTok. Power rankings and predictions are going to be a long video and a short video for each one. Then there's also going to be, just a long one on YouTube. Because I don't think you can upload more than like 10 minutes on TikTok. And these videos usually go to like 25, 30 minutes. So that's how it's going to work. And Bears franchise is going to be exclusively on YouTube. Bears franchise, but Browns franchise as well. Because those take 40 minutes or so. Exclusively on YouTube. So, sorry TikTok viewers, but, can't really help you out here. So that's how it's going to work for this season. And then Thursday, like I said, the schedule, in case you don't know, this does not count right now. This is going to be full effect when Browns franchise starts. Monday and Friday will be Browns franchise. Tuesday will be power rankings. Wednesday will be predictions. Thursday will either be like a day off or a special kind of video. It might not relate to Madden, or it might not relate to football. It could be anything. I've done Mario Kart tier lists. Maybe I do some other Mario tier lists. Maybe it's playing games that I already have, like Maximum Football. But not gonna be this. So, be open-minded. And yeah. So that's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you guys next time with, it should be the prediction. And also, once again, remember, the predictions will always be uploaded first, because I prefer people to watch the longer predictions because they take longer to make. So yeah, see you guys next time. Goodbye, and hope you enjoyed.